Hi, my name is Rachel Weitzel, and this is my video lab report for Lab 5. For this lab, I chose to focus on modeling a collision using conservation of momentum. I began by rolling a can of spray paint towards another stationary can of spray paint and letting them collide. I then loaded that video into Tracker, collected the position data, and created a model in GlowScript. The result is similar to the actual results of the experiment. The main principle I used in this lab is conservation of momentum. In this case, an elastic collision where the objects separate after impact. The momentum before the collision is the same as the momentum after the collision. The momentum of the can rolling towards the stationary can before the collision is the same as the combined momentum of both cans rolling after the collision. I use this to create my model. My starting conditions are this. Both cans have a mass of 0.3 kilograms and a diameter of 0.065 meters. Can A begins with a velocity of around 0.321 meters per second. I found this by finding the average velocity before the collision, displacement over time. Can B is at rest at the beginning of the experiment, so its velocity starts at 0. To model the velocity of the cans after the collision, I used conservation of momentum. I created a while loop to model the movement until right before the collision and saved the initial velocity and initial momentum of can A. Then, in a while loop from right after the collision until the end, I used the initial momentum to calculate the net force on can B. I used that force to find the new velocity for can B. Now that I have the final velocity for can B, I use that with the momentum principle to find the final velocity of can A after the collision. The result is similar to the real experiment, but without any force due to friction, so the cans in the GlowScript model don't slow down. Because I used a point particle system with the center of mass, the tables don't actually really touch because of the diameter of the cans, but both exhibit a similar behavior, just without the slowing down in my model because of friction. There are a few sources for error. In my model, I used a point particle method instead of a real system method. There can also be error attributed to unlevel floor, friction due to the carpet, and possible uneven weight distribution in the paint cans. So what if? What if both cans rolled towards each other? There would still be conservation of momentum, because there's always conservation of momentum. But the starting momentum would be larger than in this experiment because there would be more momentum from both masses. And what if one of can was a lot larger than the other? So there would be more momentum in the system because of the larger mass. If the rolling can was larger, there wouldn't be a problem moving the smaller can. But if the larger can started at rest, the larger can would need a lot more momentum to get the large can to move. And that's it. So thank you so much. And I hope you finish all your labs and your tests good. Thanks.